Previously on Blue Healers.
Police, don't move! Libera to the hall! Se otura na fatin, ami se tiro! Now come on out! Zé!
Mr. de Sousa's Timorese. I served there when I was in the army and picked up a bit of the language.
Thanks for coming in.
Oh, my pleasure.
Do you recognise this man?
No, never seen him before.
This Tavares is a bit of a nasty character, apparently, and Jose was frightened to confront him personally.
Mr. Tavares, were you born in Australia?
Nah.
Where are you from?
East Timor.
It's quite a coincidence. Them both being from East Timor. Have you ever seen these men before?
Here or in Timor? It's quite a big place.
Either.
That really would be a coincidence, wouldn't it?
Mr. de Sousa.
G'day.
I thought you said you didn't know Mr. de Sousa.
He noted Rosa as his wife on the release form. I had the address. Came round to see if it was the same Rosa I knew in Timor. It was.
A lot of coincidences, Matt. He hit me.
I do not hit her.
Crap, he wouldn't do that.
She says he did. She says she's scared of him.
Well, let me talk to him. I'll find out what
We've
happened.
got it covered, thanks.
I knew Rosa in Timor. She's having a relationship with Enrique Tavares.
As in Rick's Flakes.
What's his relationship with you and your wife? What are you both covering up for each other?
We don't cover. The relation between Rosa, Matthew, is good. You bring her here.
Angelina, where's your mum?
Mrs. de Sousa? There was a cupboard in the kitchen, open. What was in there?
Nothing. I don't know.
Well, you seem to know which cupboard he's talking about. What was in it?
I don't know!
I am going to get to the bottom of this, and whatever I find swimming around down there, I am going to use to bust you wide open if I have to.
You have to find Rosa, for she does something foolish.
It's a woman.
It's Rosa.
Wait. Come through.
Where's Mummy?
You have to get your things ready for practice tomorrow.
But I can't find my hockey stick.
Do as you're told, please.
I'm sorry to...
She's dead, isn't she?
Oh. We're not sure she was... burnt.
What do I do now?
I'd like you to come with us to the station, please.
You think I am the one to kill my wife?
We'd just like to ask you a few questions.
Nothing I can do, mate. Sorry. You're making a mistake.
You've made your view quite clear already, thank you. Now, if you could stay out of this and let me do my job, I'd appreciate it.
She was at the house this afternoon when you came and brought me here. By the time I got home, she was gone.
Did she leave a note? Take any clothes? So she just disappeared without any explanation. And that seems quite an odd thing for a mother to do, don't you think?
I don't know what happened to her.
Maybe she didn't disappear.
I did not kill her.
You assaulted her, though.
I did not assault her.
Come on, we saw the cut on her cheek. We saw the house.
We fought. I did not kill my wife.
You're a violent man, Mr. de Sousa. It's no surprise your wife sought comfort in the arms of another man.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
So tell me, what happened in the hours between your leaving here and when we found your wife dead? Did you go anywhere, talk to anyone in particular? You're really not helping yourself here.
I want to be with my daughter.
You had means, motive and opportunity. If not you, then who?
I don't know.
So you're telling me it's just a random event? You were just in the wrong place at the wrong time, is that it?
Please let me speak with my daughter.
Not before we do.
Interview suspended at 8:47 p.m.
Were you home when your mum left the house this afternoon?
I was at school.
Things haven't been very good between your mum and dad at home lately, have they?
They're always angry, fighting.
Do you know what about? It's okay.
I want to see my dad.
It is time to cut the crap. You need to tell me what's going on.
I don't have to tell you anything.
You do if you want me to help you.
I don't need your help. I need you to leave me alone.
Mate, Rosa has been murdered. I am not going to leave you alone till I find out what the hell happened.
Someone killed her. That's all.
Mate, I may be a copper, but I'm not that dumb. And this had something to do with Tavares, didn't it?
Rosa wanted to confront him.
That story about them being lovers, that was bullshit, right? Tavares was militia, wasn't he? Jose, what was in that cupboard in the kitchen?
A rifle. You cannot tell anyone about this. Anyone. Tavares may not be the only one here. I have to think of Angelina.
It is different in Australia. You can trust the police here.
No! You were in East Timor. You know what happened. It could happen again.
Not here.
Yes, here it is happening. You must not say a word.
Say, I can't do that.
You must do that. You know what these people are capable of.
Yep.
Jose de Souza didn't kill Rosa. Enrique Tavares did.
What, some kind of lover's tiff?
No, they weren't lovers.
Well, that's what you told us before.
Just get Tavares in here and question him.
On what ground?
Rosa had damaging information about him and he had to shut her up.
What damaging information? What are you talking about?
Just ask Tavares where he's been since Rosa disappeared. He won't have an answer, I guarantee it.
Look, if you can't give me specifics, I'm sorry, I can't help.
I can't give you specifics. If Tavares found out where this information came from, more people could get hurt.
People like Jose? Or Angelina?
Ask Tavares. Please.
I worked at my video shop until 6:30. Then I went home to my wife and children. They all will speak for me.
Were there any other staff on at that time?
Yes, my nephew Domingos.
So he didn't step out at all? For anything?
Nah. This is a terrible thing to happen to anyone.
Jose de Souza seems convinced that you were having an affair with his wife.
You flattered me, Detective. A beautiful woman like that.
Well, you don't know anyone who might want to hurt Mrs. de Souza?
Just because the Souza and I come from the same country does not mean we know everything about each other.
We understand that, Mr. Tavares, but this is a murder case, so we're looking to make any headway we can.
I've seen them around town and he seemed very rough with his wife.
Rough in what way?
He would always be yelling at her in the street, you know, pushing her around.
So you're willing to state that you've witnessed Mr. D'Souza behave violently towards his wife?
This is not so unusual for some men in my country. Some think they can do to their wives whatever they like.
Thanks for coming in, Mr. Tavares. We may need to speak with you again.
Anything I can do.
You're letting him go.
No grounds to detain him.
Hey, you lay one finger on Jose D'Souza or his daughter and you'll answer to me.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes, you do, you sleazy prick.
Constable
You might
Graham.
fool the others, but I know who you are.
You must have me mistaken for someone else.
No, I haven't. So take this as a warning.
Graham, step back. You finished here, Detective?
Yes, I am.
Good. Thank you. You can go.
My pleasure.
You want to tell me what that display was about?
Just making myself crystal clear to our friend.
Well, now that you've done that, I suggest you find some more useful way to occupy yourself. Have a word?
Graham seems to think that Tavares is somehow responsible for Rosa D'Souza's death.
On what basis?
He won't give any basis at all, but he knows a lot more than he's telling us.
Well, not necessarily. D'Souza could have spun him a line.
No, this is personal somehow.
Something to do with his service in East Timor, perhaps.
Who'd know?
Have Homicide spoken to D'Souza yet?
They've gone onto the crime scene.
What have we got on him?
Well, there's a prior history of violence against his wife, although he does dispute that. Hasn't given an alibi.
Nothing more concrete?
Not so far.
Murder weapon?
Not as yet. The family car's missing, so if that turns up, we may find something.
You think D'Souza might have used that to transport the body?
It's possible.
Have you put out a general alert?
I was just about to.
You better get on with it.
D'Souza wants to take his daughter home.
We haven't finished with him yet.
Give them a break. She's 8. She's just lost her mother.
He is our only person of interest at this point.
Look, he's not going to do anything to jeopardise his daughter.
Your call, Detective.
He's not a flight risk, trust me.
All right, release him. But it's on your head.
Whew, that looks serious.
No point making it if it's not. John?
Don't know that my heart would survive it. Look, I do understand your concern about security, divulging information. I was in the army too, Vietnam. A word in the wrong ear could lead to a platoon being ambushed. We're coppers now, things are different. We rely on information. Can't do the job without it.
I understand that.
You're not at war now, Matt.
We went in Timor to fight a war. We're peacekeepers. Excuse me.
What are you doing here, Kelly?
Don't you start.
You're on leave until further notice.
Well, I don't want to go on leave. I want to do my job.
Oh, you can do that with us still lurking out there somewhere.
I work in a police station. How much safer could I be?
Yeah, well, it's not your safety I'm concerned about. Estelle's in Melbourne.
Mount Thomas Police and Constable Rayner.
Are you sure?
Bus driver recognised her photo.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time
Rayner.
before she's picked up. Now go home.
No.
Okay, just leave that with me. We'll send someone out to talk to them. We just had another report of kids trespassing at the council pool.
I'll take it.
No, you won't. You'll stay here where we can keep an eye on you.
But you just said she was in Melbourne.
Yeah, well, better safe than sorry. Come on, Suze.
You should have insisted she go home.
She's a grown-up. She can make her own decisions.
You're the sergeant. I don't know why the council bothers with this sign. None of the kids are getting any better at reading it.
Well, they wouldn't have to trespass if they just left the gate open in the first place.
There's a flawless piece of logic.
Ah, sick!
Guys, the council's made it clear that they don't want you in here.
But there's nowhere else for us to go.
Isn't there a ramp you guys can practice on?
No, the council tore that down last year.
Look, I'm sorry, but you're still going to have to leave.
Make us.
Oh, hang on. How about I make you a bet? If I can do an ollie, you guys leave. If I can't, you can stay. We got a deal?
All right.
All right. Deal's a deal, guys. Looks like you're out of here.
All right, let's go.
Can I have my board back?
Sure.
Forensic just phoned in the results of their preliminary examination. Rosa D'Souza wasn't burnt to death. She was bludgeoned on the back of the head.
Well, why burn her afterwards?
Get rid of evidence?
Or make a point.
What if you hadn't been able to do that?
Ollie.
Whatever.
But I could.
But what if you couldn't? Then you would have had to go back on your word and kick those kids out anyway.
It's not a good look.
No, it's not.
It's a good thing I'm an excellent skater then.
Alex, what I'm trying to say is you can't go around making deals like...
Check this out.
Mount Thomas 258 to Mount Thomas 900.
Hey, Susie.
Mount Thomas 900 receiving. Go ahead, Susie.
We found the D'Souza car.
We'll be right there.
I'm coming.
No, mate. You're a bit too close to this one.
No. Let him.
Secure the scene. CI are on their way. Mount Thomas 900 out.
Good work. Hey, got something else for you?
Just what we were looking for.
The D'Souza kid lost her hockey stick.
Mr. D'Souza?
I'll take the bag.
Here, stay with me.
Angelina!
Back door was wide open too.
The cupboards and the drawers in the bedroom are empty. Get on to BKC. It's not a flight risk. Trust me. Your word's looking pretty shaky now, Constable.
You're assuming Jose and Angelina left of their own free will.
So you're trying to tell me they were abducted?
You've got to consider the possibility.
Sure. But there was no signs of struggle and all their clothes are gone.
Well, maybe Tavares is covering his tracks.
The video shop guy again.
Yeah, the video shop guy is an evil bastard.
So you keep telling me, but that house does not look like the scene of a violent abduction.
Look, I'm telling you,
Where
Tavares...
is Jose D'Souza?
I don't know.
I don't believe you.
I believe what you like.
Constable, if I find out that you have helped Jose to disappear or that you have divulged any information to him at all, I promise you I will have your badge.
Matt. I hope you're not about to do anything dumb.
Well, he's just the video shop guy, isn't he?
Listen to me. Amy's a good copper. She's as straight as they come, but she will listen to any reasonable suggestion.
Yeah, well, you must know a different Amy Fox.
We're all on the same side here, mate.
Good to know.
Maybe we should listen to him.
Listen to what exactly? All right, let me do some digging.
Thanks, Chrissy.
Oh, how'd you get a meal like that at this hour?
Special circumstances. This one's been through enough to warrant a bit of home cooking, I reckon.
I keep telling everybody I'm fine.
You going out?
No, I thought I might go see a movie. I need to get out of my head.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. As long as it's not some soppy chick flick, all right?
I don't need you to come with me.
Boss's orders.
Right, well, I can look after myself.
Get some choc tops, eh?
I think I've changed my mind.
All right, we won't get choc tops. We'll get popcorn or chips. What do you want?
You know what? Forget it. I think I'll just have a quiet night, you know, get to bed early.
Suits me. Are you going to have all of them?
So, have you forgiven me for my skating genius yet?
Sure sign of a misspent youth.
I'm still misspending it. See, you're supposed to say, well, you still act like a child.
Is that what you'd like me to say?
You are really cracking with me, aren't you?
Let's just drive, Alex.
You know I didn't want the job in the first place.
Yeah, well, some of us did.
Yeah, and I'm sure some of us would do a much better job of it than I'm doing. But that's what this is about, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, actually. You can't even make yourself take it seriously in case something goes wrong and you have to be held to account.
VKC to Mount Thomas 258.
Mount Thomas 258 receiving you, VKC.
Yours is a noise complaint, 23 Paget Lane.
On to it, VKC. Mount Thomas 258 out. All right, Senior. Now's your chance to show me how it's done. VKC, this is Mount Thomas 258, code 5 at the last.
Oh, yeah! Yeah, please tell me you brought the handcuffs.
I'm sorry?
Don't apologise, beautiful. Oh, no, fella, listen. I strictly remember telling the agency we just wanted the chicks, all right? So you just you wait here. Wazza, my boy! Wazza! It's time for your last taste of freedom! Take it off! Take it off! Come on, sweetheart!
I'm Senior Constable Rayner, this is Acting Sergeant Kirby, and we're here because several of your neighbours have complained about the noise.
What's a bucks party without a bit of noise?
Well, this bucks party is now officially over.
Come on, mate, you can't let her do this to us.
You've been a bit harsh, Suze. Can't we just ask them to quieten down?
They're a bunch of drunks. We'll be back here in an hour.
Hey, we can tone it down. Yeah, won't we, fellas? Come on, yeah?
Oh, yeah, we can tone.
No, I'm sorry, no deal. Everybody out.
Can't you just wait till the strippers been?
No, I'm not waiting till the strippers been. I said everybody
Come
out.
on, Suze. It seems like a reasonable request.
I thought you were leaving this to me.
Yeah, I know, but it's just a bit of harmless fun. Mate, how long till the stripper gets here?
Hey, it should be here any tick.
You got an hour, okay? But that's all.
And you guys are giving me your word? None of you are going to drive home? I do solemnly swear. Officer. Oh, he certainly is, darling.
That's it, bloke.
Hey, mate, just stick around for the show.
Some other time. Oh, come on, Suze, you're being too much of a hard ass.
Is that right?
I just stepped in because it looked like it was going to get ugly between the two of you.
I am perfectly capable of handling a drunken yobbo. I had that situation under control.
Look, the music's off. These guys are so wasted, they'll pass out in less than an hour anyway.
You totally undermine me in front of these idiots.
What's the story? You're from another agency.
Believe me, they're all yours.
Hi.
Hi. Suze, wait. So this is about you having hurt feelings?
You just couldn't bear to be unpopular with the boys.
Jeez.
What do you think you're doing?
Just making sure you got into your room all right.
I just got rid of one stalker pony. I don't need another.
You leave yourself wide open, taking this long to get into your room.
Go home.
Can't do that. Look, I really think I should stay here tonight. Not just sleep on the floor just to keep an eye on things.
No need.
Kel, I'm worried about you.
Thank you, but I'm okay.
Morning. Grab a cup.
All right, thanks.
Hey. Did you get any sleep?
No. Doesn't matter.
That man is a Duracell buddy. Thank God for the coffee bean.
Acting Sergeant Kirby, this is Millie Fillmore.
Morning.
She's the fiancée of our Buck from the party last night.
Ah, I hope your hen's night was as much fun.
The Buck,
Warwick Harding.
Mr. Harding is missing.
Look, I'm sure you've got nothing to worry about. He's probably just sleeping it off at a mate's place.
I've already been round to that dropkick Carter's place. Warwick crashed on his couch last night. And when he got up, Warwick was gone.
Well, maybe he had some things to organise and just forgot about
I've driven around
breakfast.
to all the places I can think of. I've called his mobile, but it just rings out. The ceremony is supposed to start in 4 hours. You have to find him.
I already told Millie, all right? Wazza was gone before I woke up.
So why hasn't Wazza shown? I mean, that was his ute with almost married written on it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was just parked on the lawn last night. Where is it now?
I don't know.
Listen, Warwick's fiancée is going out of her mind. If you know something, you should tell us.
The party was winding down. Everyone was really wasted. I told Wazza to bunk on the couch, he just wouldn't listen.
You let him drive?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, okay? You just wanted to go home.
You gave me your word.
Mount Thomas 900 to Mount Thomas 258.
Mount Thomas 258 receiving. Go ahead, Kel.
We've just had a report from the hospital. They admitted a hit and run last night.
All right, thanks, Kelly. We're on our way. Mount Thomas 258 out.
Well, you're lucky. There's not too much damage.
Yeah, well, the doctor says I won't be able to skate for months.
What happened?
I was just on my way home from a mate's place.
You were skateboarding when you got hit?
The car just knocked me down from behind. I stacked and I stuffed my leg. I yelled out, but they just drove off.
Did you get a look at the car?
It was pretty dark, but I'm pretty sure it was a white ute.
Bucks party. Who hits a kid with a car and doesn't stop?
Well, who shuts down a skate venue and doesn't offer an alternative? The council's just as responsible for Jimmy's accident, I reckon. Look, he wouldn't have been on the road in the first place if he'd had somewhere better to skate.
Looks like a white ute to me.
Wazza. The stupid bastards have wrapped him in cling film. You alright, mate? Oh, shit. All right, in. This is Mount Thomas 258. We need an ambulance to the vacant lot on David Street ASAP.
We just thought it'd be funny to wrap him up in plastic and leave him somewhere.
It's hilarious.
Why didn't you tell us this when we spoke to you the first time?
Because I didn't want Millie on my case.
Mate, it's going to be much worse when she finds out he's facing 2 months in the hospital.
2 months?
He was suffering extreme hypothermia. Wrapped up like that, his skin couldn't breathe. Combined with all that booze, it could have killed him.
Yeah, we wouldn't have left him out there if we'd have known.
You didn't seem to have much trouble leaving Jimmy Munro.
Who?
The boy you lot hit with Warwick's ute and left on the side of the road.
Hey, we didn't hit any kid.
How would you even know?
Because I was driving.
Well drunk.
Yeah, right, it was a dumb thing to do, okay? I know.
Don't worry, Mr. McKinley. You'll be charged for it.
Look, fair enough, okay, but I swear I didn't hit any kid. Detective!
Found him in a motel just out of Widgery.
Evan, could you take Mr. D'Souza through to the interview room, please?
This way, sir.
Angelina, would you like to go with Kelly for a glass of juice?
Why don't we go see what we've got, hey?
We won't be needing you in this interview, thanks, Constable. Do you recognise that?
It's Angelina's.
We believe it was the weapon used to murder Rosa.
She must have left it in the car after her last practice. Whoever did this to Rosa would have found it there.
You knew it was there, didn't you?
No.
So what were you doing in Widgery?
Trying to get Angelina's mind off her mother's death.
Come on. You knew that we would find the car and the hockey stick, and it would only be a matter of time before we'd come looking for you. Do you know what I think? I think you were angry with your wife for having an affair. Very angry. So you used your daughter's hockey stick to beat her to death. And then you burnt her.
I did not murder my wife.
Your friend's not talking?
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
No, it wouldn't.
No, he's not saying anything because he's terrified of Tavares.
You're beginning to sound like a broken record, Constable.
Look, why won't you at least check him out?
What makes you think I haven't? According to immigration, he was a small business owner in Dili until he moved to Australia 2 years ago and set up shop here. No priors, not even a warning for jaywalking. So I suggest you get off his case.
You weren't in the driver's seat, Alex. That idiot was fully responsible for what happened.
No blood. No dings.
What?
If this ute had hit that kid, you'd think it'd be marked in some way. Have a look. It's nothing, he said. Do you reckon they cleaned it off? Hey. Hey, check this out. How'd your blood end up on the back of the ute if you're run down from behind?
I don't know.
Oh, amnesia.
It just hurts a bit.
Yeah, that'd be the strain of lying to me. Do you want to be charged with false report? So you weren't run down from behind? You saying the ute backed over you then?
No. I was tailgating it on my skateboard.
You were holding onto the bag.
The ute brake suddenly, did it?
I stuffed my leg on the bumper and then I cracked my head on the tray.
Mate, you could have been killed.
Look, I didn't mean to cause all this trouble. I just wanted to skate.
Right. This is your last chance to avoid being charged with murder. I have everything I need. Means, motive and opportunity. How do you plan on protecting Angelina from jail?
You use my daughter against me.
Whatever it takes.
You cannot imprison me. That would be worse than death for Angelina. She would be sent back to East Timor. She would have nothing.
Because she's an illegal immigrant? Look, I'm not here to do immigration's dirty work. But if you're charged with murder, all bets are off.
I have an alibi.
I've got a statement from the cabbie saying he drove D'Souza around looking for his wife before dropping him at the home of Pedro Lopez.
Who's a friend of D'Souza's? Why hasn't he been mentioned before now?
I didn't want him under threat too.
Anyway, Lopez says he spent about 4 hours there, dropped him home about 15 minutes before we came to tell him about Rosa's body.
So you've let D'Souza go?
Yeah.
Where's that leave us?
Back at square one.
Tavares?
Clean skin.
Wouldn't be the first clean skin to commit a murder.
And D'Souza's definitely terrified of something.
Let's lean on Tavares.
The cops on the upper section over to your left.
You murdered Rosa D'Souza. Taking to use a sporting man? Now, tell me the truth.
I don't know what's this about.
I was in Timor with Interfet, you bastards, so don't waste your breath. Now, I'm just going to rest this here while you start talking. The longer you take, the harder you're going to find it is to breathe. You murdered Rosa D'Souza. Rosa knew who you were, so you killed her, didn't you? And then you burned her body as a warning to her family to keep their mouths shut. Didn't you?
Yes!
Constable Graham!
This man has just admitted to the murder of Rosa D'Souza.
Let him go!
Certainly.
He tried to kill me.
He confessed.
You bastard!
Constable Graham!
I just told him what he wanted to hear.
You're a lying piece of scum.
I did not kill anyone! You have to believe me.
That is the sort of stupid behaviour that ends coppers' careers. ESD would eat you alive. You are just bloody lucky he doesn't want to file an official complaint.
Of course he won't file a complaint.
Well, I would if I were him.
Well, he knows that any investigation of his complaint will uncover the truth of what he's done.
I have been trying to uncover the truth through legitimate means, not by assaulting suspects.
Well, hasn't got you very far.
The reason that we haven't got very far is that you have made it virtually impossible. You have withheld information, you have aided and abetted some suspects and half murdered others.
Well, it's just a pity you got there when you did, isn't it?
Constable, I am considering filing an official complaint against you myself, so I would strongly suggest that you shut up right now. If Tavares is guilty, your actions today may well mean that he'll get away with it. Now get out of my office.
He won't get away with it.
Is that a get-well present for Jimmy Munro?
Huh?
One of the skater kids who had to throw up from the pool the other day ended up getting hit by a car.
What's that got to do with me?
Well, he and his mates only started using the pool because the council sold the land their skate bowl was on.
I voted against that for what it's worth.
These kids need somewhere to hang out.
You're preaching to the converted, Alex.
So why can't they use the pool?
Because it's not safe, and if one of them had a serious accident, the council will be liable.
But if they're skateboarding on the road and they get themselves killed, then...
Well, that's actually not the council's responsibility.
Oh, that really sucks. I mean, can't they redevelop the pool into a skate park?
There's a big offer on the table from a housing developer.
Oh, that'd be right.
There's a council meeting tonight. I'll raise it, all right?
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Just don't get your hopes up.
No.
They are beautiful.
Oh, for you.
Hope you're feeling better soon, all my love. Estelle.
Where's Senior Constable Jones?
Tavares.